So, yeah, taking her back to the car park, and I'm just like, oh, actually, I had a really good time. Like, this is pretty awesome, and all that. Obviously, just chatting in the car, she's saying oh, thanks for Dad, I had a really good time. It was really great to meet you. And I fucking hate this part. And it's funny, you know what the funniest thing is as well. Her and I were talking. We were genuinely talking about this last night at the engagement party that I was at. She's like, "It's weird. You haven't even told the story yet on the podcast." And I was like, "No, it'll happen one day." Fucking here we are. What the fuck are the odds of that? So you get out of the car, go to give her a hug, and then I was like, "Fuck!" Kind of think I want to plan it on, go in for the kiss.
Yep.
So do the classic,
no matter what age, it's nerve wracking for your first time.
It is.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll do the where you go in for a second hug, but also go in. Just go for it.
Go for the kiss as well.
Well, so she went for the hug, whereas I went in for the kiss.
So real quick, to lay the scene, because this is a great fucking scene. So you hugged, and at the hug you're like, okay, I didn't go for the kiss.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I want to go for yes.
So you stopped the hug.
Yeah.
Talked and
talked
take
a little
two,
bit.
here we
and
fucking
then she
go.
went to walk away, so then I was like, oh, no, I'll give you another hug.
Get back here.
Sort of thing. I was like, come over here, sort of thing.
Put it by a hood.
Yeah, I'm not Ted Bundy. Fucking hell. And, so go in for the kiss, and when I say it couldn't have gone any worse if I tried, it probably couldn't have gone any worse. Oh, there he does, Joel Turner.
Oh,
the beatboxing man.
That.
Kids in the city. Yeah. I don't actually know.
No, we butchered the fuck.
Oh, well and truly. But ladies, gentlemen, I'm doing the intro this one. Morokaii, 2 eyes, Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. is when it's on Spotify. 4:30 p.m. Australian Melbourne time is when it's on YouTube.
Beautiful. Thank God. Mate, you did well.
I'm trying my best.
For a sec, I thought you were going to forget where it was on at 4:30 p.m. You did do a pause.
So there was a bit of a pause, and it was just to catch my breath.
It's on Smooth FM, 4:30 p.m.
Tune in live. Look at I taking over.
Yeah, we are. You know what? Because you took over that, I'm going to take over this one with a different topic. I'm going to change it up.
Ooh.
Mate, what was... I'm very interested for you to tell me how your first date was. Your first ever date.
My first ever date or no, because I feel like I've done I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, if we go the first proper date, I'll just go with the missus that I have, my only missus.
Yeah. So what are the other ones?
Well, no, I was just thinking when I just used to go to Nando's, I guess, and then mini golf. the classic Leroy special. But unfortunately, Nando's is no longer where we live, so you can't really.
Would you classify them as dates though?
Oh, I got no idea. I was young and confused.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, tell me about your first official.
So the first official date, met my girlfriend on Tinder.
Yep.
She is a show jumper. She rides horses. Nice. And she was actually at a horse show. She came back to, obviously go on the date with myself. So we met where I work in the car park. Yeah, it was sort of halfway between where she lives, where I live. Yep. And I took her to a place called YOMG. Or, yo my gosh, I guess is what you could also say. They do burgers, shakes, froyo, just really, really good food. So just, jumped in the car, just, I suppose, chatting in person. We already we're chatting quite a bit, on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, obviously Tinder as well. And, just chatting sort of there, just trying to,
It's very, it is very different, I guess. That first couple minutes, you really get an idea of the person because you've been talking to them so long. But of course, it's all online. To actually sit in the car and then it's awkward too at the start.
Most definitely. And it was funny driving to obviously take her on the date. I felt genuinely, I was relaxed as I was I'm really looking forward to this. This is grouse. She was messaging me being I don't know, I'm pretty nervous. I don't know how I'm feeling and all that. I felt fine up until she got into the car park as well, and she's like, "Oh, I'm here." And then I went from chilling, max relaxing to "Oh fuck!"
You're a girl.
Yeah, man.
I don't know Nando's near us.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck!" But no, honestly, it was really easy. Held a conversation the whole time. There was always something to talk about. Even whilst at YOMG, like it's just easy conversation going and all that. On the way back, put on some Justin Timberlake, some Senorita, so a little bit of a serenade, you could say.
Yeah. Was that planned or
it's,
had that set up
no,
on
it was
a playlist?
100%. It was 100%. That's my fucking jam.
You had a playlist of 10 and you're like, fuck, this one needs to come up.
It needs to hit, and it needs to hit hard. I didn't butcher any of the lyrics, thank fuck. And then, because there's a part in the song as well where, like, JT gets...
Wait, you sang it?
Yeah, I had to sing it. Well, it was on the car radio, but obviously I'm singing it, like, word for word as well.
Are you really?
I swear on my life.
On first date?
First date.
Balls bigger than balloons. Are you kidding me?
No, I swear on my life.
Mate, seriously, I couldn't do that.
You can ask. No, I don't know. I was like, because it was like, fuck it, you know what? Like, this is me. Like, I'm not going to fabricate, like, put on. No, because you know, like, some people are, like, very fake.
Yeah.
And stuff, and they're like, yeah, fucking, I fuck, like, sort of thing. Like, and it's just like,
I say that on text.
No, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna like act like some.
Do, actually.
I'm not gonna like act like some fucking macho man. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm not your average Joe, and I'm a bit. Yeah, I would say I'm a bit different. Like I wouldn't say that I'm normal.
Yeah.
Again, with the quotation marks. Fuck my life. So yeah, just singing that. Then there's a part where Justin Timberlake gets the girls to sing. So he's like, "Girls, sing along with me." It's like, I feel like something sitting up. Can I leave with you, ladies? I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm leaving with you. And then he's like singing it one more time. So I'm like doing that. She's doing it as well. So I was like, this is great. She's joined in.
She's singing along.
Yeah, there's nothing better because I was like, this isn't going to work if she doesn't join in the song.
No, it will not. No, you are definitely right. It will not work.
Because like, I can't be backing vocals and main vocals. Like, there's a lot for me to do.
And I'm leaving with you to... I'm leaving with you.
And I was like, shit, now I got to change my pitch and everything. It's like... I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm leaving with you. And then, so you know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same as like a lady singing that part and a woman.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, oh no, it's crazy. And so, yeah, taking her back to the car park, and I'm just like, oh, actually, I like had a really good time. Like, this is like pretty awesome, and all that. Obviously, you know, just chatting in the car, she's saying like, oh, thanks for that. I had a really good time. It was really great to meet you. And I fucking hate this part. And it's funny. You know what the funniest thing is as well? Her and I were talking. We were genuinely talking about this last night at the engagement party that I was at. She's like, it's weird. You haven't even told the story yet on the podcast. And I was like, no, it'll happen one day. Fucking here we are. Like, what the fuck are the odds of that? So you get out of the car, I go to give her a hug. And then I was like, fuck, kind of think I want to like plan it on, like go in for the kiss.
Yep.
So do the classic, like
no matter what age, it's nerve wracking for your first time.
It is.
Yeah.
So I was like, I do the like where you go in for like a second hug, but like also go in, like just go for it.
Go for the kiss as well.
Well, so she went for the hug, whereas like I went in for the kiss.
So real quick, so to lay the scene, because this is a great fucking scene. So you hugged, and at the hug you're like, okay, I didn't go for the kiss.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I want to go for yes.
So you stopped the hug?
Yeah.
Talked and like,
talked
take
a
two,
bit,
here we
and
fucking
then she
go.
went to walk away, so then I was like, oh, no, I'll give you another hug. Like
get back here.
sort of thing. I was like, come over here, like sort of thing.
Put it by a hood.
Yeah, I'm not Ted Bundy. Fucking hell. And, yeah, so go in for the kiss, and when I say it couldn't have gone any worse if I tried, it probably couldn't have gone anywhere. I ended up hooking, like more or less like trying to, well, actually no, I ended up kissing her like top lip / nose. Because she actually went for the hug, whereas I put the head down and like was going in for the kiss.
Mate, no, it's all right. Even champion archery, like they in that sport, they even missed. Do you know what I mean? Like they missed the target, but they still get a good result.
And then she was laughing. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Fuck,
that's what you love to hear after a kiss."
Yeah, you know what? It's like, fuck's sake. Like, I have to say, I was like, oh, obviously, like was going in for the kiss. She's like, "No, it's like this, you idiot." And then kissed. Both went home, and straight away I'm like, "You fucked it, like you fucking idiot!" Like,
because I would love to just if we put it in a different aspect, right? From her point of view, she met you online. You then met in a car park.
Yeah.
You then sang to her.
Yeah.
And then you pulled her back in for a missed kiss.
Yeah, fucking. So I'm like, fuck, like it's, but at the same time, I was like, no, like that's just who I am. Like that's me as a person. That's what you're gonna experience if you choose to date me.
Yep.
and all that. And I'm thinking like, fuck, I reckon I fucked this, like, real bad. I was like, fuck's sake, like, I want to go back on Tinder. Like, I didn't even really enjoy being on there in the first place. I hate the whole fucking...
I only know one song.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to, it's either you're actually like going through people's bios, and like that takes a lot of time at the best of times.
Yep.
Especially when the chick's like, oh, if you don't own a dog, don't even swipe. I'm like, love, you've never even met me. Yeah, like, all right, I don't own a dog, but hang on a sec. Yeah. Like, I've got these amazing qualities. Like, let's just hang on. So I'm like, fuck. Anyways, get home. I'm pretty sure I messaged you like pretty much like straight away.
That. Yeah,
I pretty much like got onto you straight away. Told my mum as well. I was like, because she was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "I went on a date." And then it didn't really. Yeah, no, of course. I don't think it really clicked. And then she was like, because I went back to my room, and then she like comes like walking, and she's like, "Wait, you went on a date?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "With who?" And I was like, said her name. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say it on the podcast or not. So she'll be referred to as the missus. And even though she hates that, apparently I should be actually saying her name.
That's all right.
Yeah, either or. And told mum, she's like, "Oh, that's awesome. Well, I hope she had a great time." Fortunate enough for me, I received a message from it, because then you have that awkward thing where it's like, I don't want to message. Like, because I said to her, I was like, just message me when you're home. Like, I just want to make sure that you got home. Like, all right, and you're safe and all that. And I'm sort of like thinking like, I kind of do want to message her, just be like, hey, I had a good time. Like, sort of thing where I'm like, fuck, I don't like, in that limbo land, I'm like, do you, don't you? Luckily enough, she messaged me and she's like, hey, I had a really, really good time. Completely understand if you don't want to, but I would really like to go on a second date. And I was like, fuck yes. And yeah, here we are today, and no, life's pretty good. Like, can't complain. It was, it was probably, I don't know, it'd be interesting to like, if she ever came onto the podcast and like just get her interpretation of how the first date went, because maybe she was like, yeah, still to this day I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm sort of just along for the ride. But that was my first date,
mate. There was I still remember getting the voice memos after the first date, because I was very, very interested to know how your first like official date went. So I was very excited. I lost it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever, but I loved it. It was when you're going like, you're real excited and you're like, yeah, man, we like the same TV shows, we like the same movies.
Good. Like a lot of common interests.
Man, she even likes pesto pasta. I like pesto pasta. I lost it. Like, fuck it. Man,
pesto pasta's a big deal for me.
Mum came into my room, she's like, why are you crying? And I'm just like, it's nothing. I was just, from like movies, TV shows like pesto pasta. I'm like, what the? Okay.
Yeah, it's a big thing, man.
It's actually really important.
Same as Super Dupers, man.
You actually had pesto pasta today, now that I think of it.
Yeah, I actually did, man. How do you not?
With her.
Yeah, so there you go. There you fucking go.
It was very important.
Oh, shit.
That's so funny. No, I was very happy for you. That's that's awesome news.
So
yeah. I've had a few weird ones.
Here we fucking go.
No,
I've had a few
weird ones. I'm not saying good.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't sing to any of them, did you?
Nah, there was one where I didn't have the balls to do that.
Oh shit! Okay.
There was one I was going to, and I remember I was driving, and I had some music playing loud, and I was going. It was in like the Yarra Valley, and as I'm driving, I'm just looking, and this massive ass kangaroo just jumps in front of my car, like I'm about to pick her up.
On the way.
Yeah, on the way there.
I remember this.
And I swerve completely, and it kind of hits my car, but attacks my car on the way out, like a little bit of a scratch and go. And I pulled over, and it's swiped the side of my car, taken out my my mirror, my side mirror. I think I said rear view mirror. Got in the car, started fucking shit up.
This is the front seat. Knocked me out. Late to my day. Like, babe, you'll never believe this.
But yeah,
oh shit.
Do you know, it was actually a bit of a funny opener, because she got in the car and I said, I don't want you to think I'm Dero. Like, the reason you don't have a mirror is because, and I just lean the back, pull out, and there's a mirror full of kangaroo fur. Crikey.
Here you go, Houghton. Like fishing as well.
I go all Robert Irwin on it. This is my play. This is my play.
Oh shit.
She listened to everyone, so this will actually be really funny. My second date with my now girlfriend, she we kissed.
Oh, that's
And then
awesome.
after we kissed, like we're in the car, she pat me on the head. And,
Fuck off.
and like an actual pat. And mate, I did this. She did it, and I looked up and I went like, "What the fuck?" And then she looked at me. She was like, "Oh, happy from the kiss." And she goes, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that." And I'm like, "I don't know why you did that." It was so uncomfortable.
You're up no time. Got your head. All right, rotate it the other way now.
Oh, that fucked me up. That was so.
Oh shit, that's great.
Yeah, there was there was a few funny ones, which was I remember I've had a couple of bad ones. Like I had one where I met this girl on. Oh, this is bad actually. This is bad, and I've already told her this, so I'm in the clear. It's not. It doesn't make it good. Again, with the current girlfriend, when we met on Tinder, it was very like message one night, date. I think literally the next, or maybe the day after, something like that. It was very quick. I think in total it was like 4 messages.
Straight to the point.
Well, she super liked me, so I was like, mate, I went
super efficient.
I was like, I went in aggressive as, because the minute I saw the super like, I was like, okay, it's either an accident or you meant it.
Sorry, my mate swiped up. Which, by the way, can I just say, why the fuck is a super like swiping up? Because I was on before, like, so this is going back like a couple of years. On Tinder, there was a guy in our friendship group. He broke up with his missus at the time. I was like on Tinder, like going, oh my god, lol, like that's his like ex there, and all that. And I didn't know that swiping up super liked. So I super liked her, and I was like,
oh shit,
fuck my life, because I was like waiting, he's gonna find out. Like I'm like overthinking like everything. I'm like, for fuck's sake, I deleted Tinder. I was like, fuck that. I was like, not a chance.
Nah, I completely get where you're coming
from.
Fuck
that shit.
Because I've even done it before. I remember I super liked a girl and she was like, was that an accident? I hope not. And I was like, oh, like
I speak no English.
Yeah, I felt so bad. But yeah, so we went on a date a couple of days later, and because it was only a couple of messages and it was so quick, and then it was just the date, we went mini golf. And
good choice.
Always a great choice.
It is.
Mini golf is a perfect date.
And then you always set up a bet.
Exactly.
Bet as well, yeah.
We did. So I like get out the scorecard and, all right, Luke, because that's my name. And I go write her name, and I'm like, what the fuck is her name? Don't look at me like that. I was so ashamed. I'm so bad. So literally.
Oh, no.
So I quickly like open it up and be like, oh, let me just see what the weather is or some I don't even know what I said. And I just quickly, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. And I wrote it down. That was, but I only filled it once. And ever since, I've always remembered it, which I'm pretty happy about.
Fuck that.
But I was going to say, the fact that you were talking about singing and everything, I'm not even going to lie. I kind of rate it, because I've gone on dates with girls or talked to girls who have been friends or I've been in relationships with, and they've talked about guys who they've been on dates with who I don't think are real, but they are. And they're at dinner talking about how aggressive they are, how sexual they are, how many fights they've been in, all this stuff.
See, I don't know why you'd mention how many fights. Like, and that to me is fucking stupid.
And talking about things like, oh, I expect, like, I even heard this one literally. It's like, I want you to stay home. I don't want you to do any work.
Oh,
like,
fuck, no, that's fucked.
I'll pay for everything. I don't want you to work. The woman shouldn't be working. And she's sitting there like, what the fuck? Some guys.
Oh, no, yeah. So spot on. No, big time, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
And just a bit too over the top, a bit too aggressive. So I actually like your, I don't know. I think all that stuff is funny to talk about. It actually leaves an impression. There's nothing, I don't think there is anything worse than getting back from a date and her being like, yes, not really much to say. It's just
it was
boring.
A date.
It was a date, I guess. Like, there's nothing to be remembered. Like, you gave like different points to be rememberable. I think that's the most important part. And also to be yourself, which is very hard to do.
Yeah, no, it
because
is.
you just instinctively want to impress them.
Most definitely.
No matter what. It's the same on a job interview, everything. You just want to impress that person.
No, I love chicken and corn soup. I fucking hate you. It is. You're so spot on. You're always trying to leave that lasting impression. And sometimes a little too over the top, which, I know for a fact I have done in the past.
Yeah, I've been there when you have.
Yeah.
I think we won't go into the situation, but I remember one time when you were doing that and I was there, I looked at you like, I gave you this look as in like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I looked at you, I know you, and I'm like, who is this bloke I'm sitting with right now? King Cool himself.
Yeah.
Man,
this is Chad. Yeah. I'm Chad.
Forget Lee. But one thing you don't want to do, I can fully get if you get wrapped up in the moment and on a date you want to impress that person, I can get that. But don't go to the point where you're saying shit just to impress them. Like every girl I have ever been in a relationship with or gone on a date with, I've made it extremely clear I never want kids or to get married.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point in marriage. And I don't want kids personally.
I think it's pretty important, though, like those sort of things are said from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be leading someone on and then it gets to like 3-4 months down the track or whatever. And it's like, he still hasn't, proposed or...
Oh, it could be the worst.
That sort of thing.
If I'm sitting with a girl and she's talking about how much she wants kids and marriage and I just go along with it because I think it could be because I just think she's awesome herself and I don't want to screw anything up. Worst thing you can do, because sure, you're putting like a little Band-Aid on the problem now. Mate, that's a massive wound that'll come up in 6 months' time. And then you're actually attached to the person.
Like, it needs to, you need to lay that out from the get-go. So
I think it is. It's a great way to make sure you actually understand if they're the person for you.
Great.
Find out. There was a girl I went on a date with, and as I got to know her, I thought she was really cute. But as I got to know her, I'm just like, fuck, I don't like anything about you.
Yeah.
like she's telling me.
Though, man. Like, you're so spot on. Like, it's, again, like we're in a world now where, because I often thought as well, I was like, fuck, I don't know if I'll actually ever like meet someone as such as, like you and I, we used to go clubbing quite a bit. So I thought, I would find someone out clubbing. By the way, like the 1% that actually do work out from like the clubbing scene, congrats. But like that's 9 times out of 10, I would say, an outsider looking in, just looks like a recipe for disaster.
Do you remember I got you your first hookup?
Yeah, I do remember that.
You were fucking gassed. I loved it.
Seriously, don't even... I remember that. Mum comes... I'm like, oh, yeah, Mum, this happened or whatever.
I remember you told your mum the minute you got home.
And then I was pretty excited. And then, and she's just like, oh, what's her name? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't fucking ask for her name.
I was too busy fucking giving everyone high fives.
Yeah. Sort of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. Like the clubbing ones are always like, and then I was like, I don't really like want to be like at a bar either. Like I don't know, like how like maybe I'm going to meet someone like through like a friend of a friend.
I've made that mistake too. And this is the girl I was talking about before. This was your clubbing type of girl, and when she went on about the guy she's dated and the type of person she was, I was like, you seem nice, but everything you're telling me is so stuck up, and I don't feel like I could get. You seem like someone who has to be with that person all the time, and you can have a break. Yeah. But with clubbing, I've had that problem too before, when maybe I haven't been in a relationship for a bit, and I'm like, all right, well, this is the main place I do. There is, a lot of women, and you meet up and you talk and you get to know someone. Obviously, not the best way to club, and I would go for a relationship in that direction. I'd find I'd connect with a girl that for maybe 10 minutes, I'd be like, oh, maybe we can have a date. Worst idea. There are some people who do connect at a club, and you may be that lucky few who you go out rarely and you just happen to meet that night. That's fantastic. Yeah. But just in general, I think a club is not the best way to then form a date, just personally. But I have had a friend who they've been together for like 5+ years now, and they met at a club.
Well, yeah, that's
I think it was /Tinder, but yeah, clubbing can be a bit hard.
It can be, I suppose, in the sense like getting out of like the comfort zone, because like usually like you're drinking and stuff, so like at least you're already like that liquid courage. I guess that like both you and like that someone have, but then when you're not at a club, and you're sober, it's sort of like
it's a different story,
big time.
It is a different story. If you meet someone drunk and you hook up and you think they're the best, and then you go out for a date sober, And it's not most of the time. It's not the same type of person on both ends.
Yeah, no, completely.
Anyway, guys, that is Morokaii with 2 eyes. Thank you so much for watching. If you get time, leave us a review on Spotify. We always appreciate it. We are on from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify, 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Boom.